Hello, welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking Beer. My name is Josh.
My name is Alec. I can't ever get used to like how calm I feel at the beginning of those. Like, I don't know. It shifts my whole vibe.
We're Zen mode before our shit house of a show. Oh, Wednesday, our 1 year anniversary, episode 100. We're going balls to the fucking wall. Today we're drinking Strawberry Days.
Strawberry Days. It's another rainbowy looking beer. I'm terrible at picking beers lately. I've been doing absolute ass of a job. Strawberry.
Which one?
Yeah. So
Fridge cam. It's a blonde ale with strawberries. It's 5%, 12 fluid ounces in a standard can. You don't like the smell? It's probably going to be weedy.
I don't like the smell.
I love it.
I don't like the smell.
Tastes like fruit leather again. That one hurt going down because my throat did its job incorrectly. That has a really nice aftertaste.
It has a really good aftertaste.
Tastes like fucking strawberries.
It has a really good, strong aftertaste. The carbonation feels weird to me. It's super lightly carbonated. It's like almost like drinking a Red Bull.
Smell is basically taste. Yes, they're very together. So Wednesday. Yeah.
Are you gonna bring up the wheel? You want to show them again? Just talk about it, or
I gotta do some.
what's up? What's up, Ghost Hand? What up, Phantom? How's it going? Thanks for joining us. Grab a beer and hang out with us. Are you gonna bring it up again?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I kept the windows open, but I turned off my computer, so the window's closed, and it's a whole thing. It'll be all ready to go.
It's a whole mess of a shit.
Basically, the wheel.
Here's what we're doing.
Okay, so there's gonna be a little modification, right?
Yes, there is. Shout out to Phantom.
Every time. Oh, I was thinking about it too before you told me. Every time a new person follows this channel, they get to spin this fucking. Well, I click it, but in spirit, they get to spin the wheels. There's 2 wheels. He has one. I have one. Everything negatively impacts me. Also, you can spin a wheel if you give me $1. $1 for 1 spin, or 3 spins for 5.
Ooh, what a deal!
That's a good deal. You don't have to give us money if you don't want to. But if you want,
if you want to get us to spin the wheel, it's $1, or you talk your friends into getting an account and following us,
or just make a fake email. I won't be able to.
We
tell
won't
the
really know. Yeah, it'll just be like fuck you, Josh and Alec.
Basically, if you want me to have a really good and a really bad time at the same time, and you want to show us a little bit of support, help us out. That's gonna be on Wednesday, our 1 year fucking 100th episode anniversary. The longest I've ever been committed to something
ever. You know what's crazy? I was thinking about that too.
Other than living.
I was thinking about that too. I was like, damn, I literally walked up to your door today and I was like, you know what? We've been doing this for like a year, and a third of our year has gone to this. If 100, about a third, just under a third. If there's 365 days a year, so around episode 130, then a third of a whole year has been dedicated to the podcast.
Yes.
That was mind blowing when I simply broke it down for my stomach ass brain. For your stomach ass brain. Yeah.
It's okay. Words are hard sometimes.
This has a great aftertaste, but it doesn't go down very smooth.
I enjoy it. It reminds me of that gum, the fruit stripe gum with the zebra. That's unlocking some.
Why do I know what you're talking about?
Because everyone knows that gum. At least here in the U.S. This gum. Fruit stripe.
Yeah! What the fuck? How do
I know what that is? It's in every grocery store still, I believe.
It looks like it's from the 50s.
It's from the fucking 90s. Got tattoos inside. Collect them all.
I remember the tattoos.
Wet them and wear them.
Wet them and wear them. That was my philosophy in high school. For whamming.
Oh, you don't wear them. You just wet them and...
wet them and leave them.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. I I'm glad you unlocked that memory because my memories have been so bad lately. It's like,
Sorry to hear that, friend.
well, I'm playing a game, right? I got Splinter Cell.
Thank you for downloading the app just to watch us.
Wow.
There's also other good people on this app. You just got to find them.
I was playing a game, and it's something I played on the PlayStation.
What game?
Years ago. It's Splinter Cell.
Gross.
The original one, the first one. And I see my save file, 100% beaten, whatever, and I start a new game. And I'm going through these levels, and I don't remember shit about these levels. Like, it's all
Well,
all gone.
It was done a long time ago.
all gone. But I remember one level. One level.
Is it the first one?
It was like the fourth one. It's like the oil rig one. It's the best one. But there's like a huge gap, and like shit would happen. I'm like, I would. Hey,
You, Josh.
okay. Thanks for the. Was it $2?
He was 5.
Oh, thanks for $5.
I'll keep that in mind for when we start on Wednesday. You get 3 spins.
Okay, cool. Yeah, starting now, I guess we'll take.
Tally it up.
We'll take the donations now. But like my memory's so bad, man. Like I figured I'd remember some things because I usually pride myself on having a good memory, but I'm in the middle of this game and I'm like, I'm an idiot. How do I forget all these like really big details of like people like killing hostages and like the boss fights? I'm like, how do I forget those things?
How do I forget what I eat in the morning the next day?
But that's like, I feel like that's a little less serious. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, not that like my hostages that are dying are real hostages that are dying. But my shit's like an event. Yours is just like a routine.
On mobile, I don't know. I know.
I'm not getting any chat from mobile. Is there someone on mobile?
Just reload it. Well, I got a Nia Fleur in the chat.
Nia Fleur.
Telling us, how do we send money?
Fleur.
It is a link at the bottom of our thing. It's like a little panel. 1 second. So, you think that you should remember this game?
Yeah. Like
But it's arguably not as important as me eating breakfast, which is very important.
it is the most important meal of the day. That is
people.
still popular opinion. Is it popular opinion? It's an opinion.
I think it's a
fucking opinion.
widely accepted opinion. Hey,
Thanks for the
Nia.
follow. So that's 2. So that's 4 spins.
Yeah. Yeah. Already regretting it. Hashtag no regrets.
No regrets, not even a single letter. Shout out to you, anyone, if you know what we're talking about right there. But I feel like it's one of those things, like, could you imagine, like, what's your favorite video game of all time?
You're asking me a question I can't answer, sir. I don't have one.
Okay. What game do you really like to play right now?
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. You relapsed? You still relapsing?
Oh, I'm playing.
You still hitting the COD Pookie, bro?
I'm playing with friends.
Oh, I guess that's a little different.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually have a team.
Damn, bro. Look at you. Thriving and striving without us.
My KD's already gone up so much.
I'll bet. All those fucking chumps you're playing with. Are you better than everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should remember what. Let's have a sideways conversation.
Oh, yeah. I said I'm going to stop doing that. I'm sorry. Thanks for calling me out. I was like a fucking idiot because I'm like doing the whole sideways talking thing. But like, you don't ever feel like you do. Like, okay, so let's just chalk it up to this, right? Like, have you ever just driven somewhere and you're like, I don't remember that being there ever, but it's been there the entire time? That's what it feels like to me. It's like, it's this thing that I know I've done, and it's like, it's not like small, but it's not like important. It's just the thing that I've done, and I only remember one thing about 10 levels. I remember 1 level out of 10. Everything else is just fucking gone.
I wouldn't say that I've never like remembered it.
Did you do the B-Now? The butthole?
I didn't.
I know you wanted to do that, and you said it was a good one.
Well, I'm gonna finish this.
Here comes the ADD section of the show.
Today's 2DDB FFOTD, the bean out of the butthole. What? It's May 7th. It's not. It's the 10th.
It's the
This
10th.
is from the 7th. Kangaroos can't walk backwards. That's my
Can they
fun
hop
fact.
backwards?
Maybe if they try.
They lean back. Can lean back.
Or just give me $10.
Damn,
I
bro.
don't know why.
Damn, that's 6 spins! You said, I don't know why, and then it hit you in the middle of that thought.
Fuck.
In the middle of that thought, it hit you. You realized it.
We need to write this down.
Well, it's being recorded. So worst case scenario, we're like, what, 10 minutes in, we can sit through that. But Jesus, man.
6.
MGS 2 to 3 are incredible.
Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost Hand said he likes Kingdom Hearts 2, Shadow of the Colossus. Never played either. I haven't played any games.
I keep hearing I need to get Kingdom Hearts for the PlayStation 2.
I don't like Shadow of the Colossus on paper because it's a lot of, at least how I interpret the game, is a lot of running from Colossus to Colossus over a wasteland of nothing.
Kind of like Death Stranding.
Yeah, except you're carrying mail at that point.
It's like UPS the game.
Shadow of the Colossus, you're just a dude on a horse traversing like a desert with nothing in it. Just you get to one end and there's a Colossus and you kill it and then you go to the next one.
What is a Colossus? As you try to do something on your phone. Pay attention to me. Sorry, go ahead. I'm kidding.
I'm trying to count how many spins we have.
You have 6. We need a tally counter or something. We need something. I
actually have one.
Oh, dude, get the whiteboard. We'll just tally it.
Where's the whiteboard?
I don't know. Where'd you put it?
The chalkboard?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in my room.
Oh, you can get that if you want, and we'll just.
I don't want to get up.
All right.
I have a clicker on my phone though.
If that's what you want to do, man.
Or did I delete it? So you're asking what Shadow of the Colossus is?
What is a Colossus? I know, I know David versus Goliath, but Colossus is just it's just a fucking roller coaster at Six Flags to me.
So in the game or
Like in general,
Colossus
yeah.
is just something that's really big.
Okay, so a Shadow Colossus is a big shadow.
Kinda. I mean, it's like in the
Put
game.
that one together real quick.
They're like sleeping giants basically, and you just
That makes sense.
kill them. They're like really big. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the premise of the game. I've never played it. I've just seen a little bit of it. So I can't really tell you about it or like what it is or
You know what this beer is like? It's like getting slapped in the face and then kissed on the mouth. Cause it's like, ugh. It's a little like, I don't like the carbonation. It's a little gross. It's a little chalky, and you swallow, and then the aftertaste is just so sweet.
You're into it, you little whore. Raul, if those were for spins, let me know. If not, I'll take your money and run.
Oh no, they're going to spins regardless.
Please.
They're already 6 spins, bro. Here we go.
Fuck.
What he got? He gave you $10, right? So that's 3 spins for that's 6 spins
Yes.
plus the one we got from Nia. 4 we got from Nia.
No, that was just one. That's just the follow, and then Ryan gave us 3.
Got it. Okay.
So we're at 10 total spins.
10 total. Damn, that's already a whole ass wheel.
That's all for the show.
Just so you guys know, there's
Yay.
only we have 2 wheels. There's 10 options on either wheel, give or take.
There's 21 options total.
21 options total. So
I was gonna look at something.
for those of you who don't know, one of the wheels I do to him, which is where like I have to like.
No, Raul, that's not what I said. 1 for $1 or 3 for $5. That's not every spin is $1.
It is recorded. So, although that is I mean, I think you got the pricing wrong, right? Because when you think about it, he could buy 10 $1 spins.
That's 2 5s. It doesn't work like that, homie.
But
That's 2 5s. That's 3 spins twice.
okay. I'll let you work that
Go
out.
fuck yourself. $7.
$7. There we go. Finish it out.
$7. That is a lot of fucking math.
Too many beers to do too many numbers right now for sure.
I only had one.
Is this episode 99?
Yeah.
Is this the precursor to the fucking end of the world for you?
It fucking
apparently.
is.
That's hilarious.
Okay, 6 spins.
Okay, 6 spins. 6 spins is a good amount because honestly, it's like at a certain point, it's gonna get a little redundant,
Yeah. It goes in increments of 5.
and it's all random too. So if you don't like your spins, You get what you get.
Random chance. So that's 7. That's 5 spins.
Does the chat stick around or all that? Do we have like data on that we can look at?
Chat logs?
Yeah, like just what was donated by who?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's all.
As long as we can look back at that after, it doesn't really matter. Because I don't want to do math fucking right now.
Well, we have a total of $12, but there's a deal, so it's not 12 spins right now. It's more than that, or less.
Well, and that's the thing where it got tricky because you did the math wrong, where it's like $1 for 1 spin, or you said 5 for 3.
$5 for 3 spins, yes.
But you could just get 5 spins for $1 a piece.
Nope.
So it got a little tricky because
nope, it's not how it works.
But that does. So unless they donate $1 at a time, like you're just a dancing little stripper on the pole.
Yeah, but that's not how it works.
But if they did that, you'd have to do it that way.
That's not how it works.
But that's what I mean. I'm just saying.
I make the rules.
It got lost in translation because you fucked up the math in the first part.
Nah.
You should have said $1 for 1 spin, or 5 spins for like $3, because you needed to get more spins for less money.
$1 for $1 is still the same thing.
No, because you get 2 extra spins for $3, so you save $2. No, but instead, you gave them less spins for more money.
That's the point. That's how you make. That's how
Josh, you're fucked.
That's how sales work. I have the counter at 16.
Yeah, we're almost gonna complete the whole cycle of wheels.
More or less, I don't know. Moving on. I'm already done with my beer. We've been going for 20 minutes. We're going for 17.
I'm swigging these. I'm trying to get them out of the way. I like them, but I don't like them. It's like
I like them. Well, I got 2 Bohemias in there.
I'll stick with these. Oh, I didn't do the Bohemias last time, did I?
No, you didn't get to because you were a little crybaby for following your vaccine protocol. Sit forward. God damn it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Damn it. Fuck. Tits. Okay.
Speaking of like memories, do you have like do you have any scars? And if so, do you have a favorite scar?
A scarred memory?
No, like a physical scar.
Oh, I got a ton.
Like how I got this one from burning a Easter egg, seeing if I could melt it completely, and it dripped onto my hand.
Nice.
Do you have a favorite scar?
I suppose I do, yeah. It should be on this right side of my nose, between my nose and the face. You might need to get a light. If it's not there, it should be on the other side, but
yeah, it's a
little stitch.
A little tiny line.
So what happened was here. Cheers to our scars, bro.
Cheers to me getting butt fucked tomorrow or on Wednesday. Same shit.
Gotta do it for the fans.
Yeah, kind of regretting you assholes.
Hey man, look, it was either this or get tased.
Yeah,
and
I'd rather do this.
And you chose you.
I'd rather eat a banana with the skin on than get tased.
Yeah,
I'd rather eat multiple bananas with skin on.
Bananas. Is that? Oh, did I break into your batch today? Was that something you got for the show?
What?
I totally ate a banana before we started.
Oh, I didn't even fucking know. I heard you snacking on something when we were watching.
I was eating one of those.
Aren't mine.
Oh, well, then I'm sorry.
You ate Daniel's bananas.
To Daniel's banana.
Favorite scar?
My favorite scar is the one on my face. It's in this little notch. See if you can.
That's me.
I don't know if you guys can see it.
You won't, but it's
right here.
Right there. Yes, can confirm.
I was maybe 7, and we were playing at the park across the street from my house in Arizona. And the big kid, his name was Graham. And he was like 12 at the time. He was the big one. And then Ashley, we called her Little Ashley because my sister's name was Ashley before her. So she got the part 2, the 2.0 name. And they were playing with a boomerang. And they were from Hawaii. Stop fucking texting me, dude. You can say it in the chat.
Assuming it's someone who's watching.
It for sure is. And basically, they were playing with a little boomerang. And they lived in Hawaii. They came down to visit our neighbor Ned. And I really wanted to play with the boomerang. And they wouldn't let me play with it because I was too young. I couldn't throw it properly. I didn't know how to throw it like a frisbee. But one day, oh, not one day, like after like a few minutes of standing by being like, throw me the boomerang, and no one threw me the boomerang, I walked into the place where they were throwing the boomerang, and it wanged me right in the face.
Nice.
And this gashed open, and
just that tiny little scar is what's left?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I got super lucky, but apparently this was gashed open, and I need to get rushed to the emergency room so they can stitch up my face. And it's so funny, too, because I was literally thinking about this a few days ago. This is why it's my favorite scar. My dad wasn't in town when it happened. He was in California working. And by the time we get to the emergency room, I'm on the operating table. They throw a big blue tarp over my face. And I remember like, you know, all those details. And I look up and I see my dad standing in the doorway. And I go, Dad? And I go back and I just forgot everything.
Knock out.
That was it. That's all I remember. And that was everything. And that's my favorite scar because it still feels cinematic to where like you wake up on an operating table and like all of a sudden like your parent who's not like in the same state like comes all the way down to be like, what the fuck happened? You know?
You ruined work.
Basically.
It's your fault.
Do you ever have to call your parents to come get you out of school? And they were like, I'm working, damn it.
No. My parents loved me.
Well, did they come pick you up? Is that what the case was, or you just never had to get picked up from school?
No, I mean I've had to call them a couple times, but it was never like you ruined my work day, or like they never had a problem with it.
Wasabi, that's horrible, but
that's not a physical scar. That's an emotional.
We are talking about physical scars.
Ghost Hand, that sounds like you had a good time doing that. So even if it is like the happiest day of your life, that sounds like it was a lot of fun. Those are the scars that you don't regret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are scars you wear with pride.
Yeah, mine. I was a very young lad in the back of my minivan.
A wee lad.
You
had a minivan as a wee lad?
Yeah, all my parents did.
Hi, I'm wee lad. One minivan, please. Yes, sir.
My parents did, and we put all the seats down in the back sometimes, and I would just roll around.
Okay, stop. I know where this is going.
And there was, at one time, there was a saw back there, like a little...
Oh, I don't know where this is going.
Saw, and it cut my knee. So I have a little tiny scar on one of my knees. I think it's mostly gone nowadays, but I can identify it. So I have a little scar on my knee because I rolled around and got nicked by a saw.
Damn.
A lot of fun, though. I loved rolling around the back of that minivan with no seats.
We had a van in Arizona at one point too, and it was like just a pretty generic Chevy van. But at one point it stopped working because we never changed the oil and shit.
That runs in the family, I guess.
Yeah, it's genetic.
You fucking idiot.
Eric and I were crawling around that van one day, and we treated it like a jungle gym, right? We're like hopping over the seats. As you do,
you're a kid.
Yeah, we're hopping over the seats. We're like learning you can fold them down and have some room to like lay down and like roll around and kind of wrestle or whatever. So we're just fucking around, like being monkeys in a van. And then like we're like, all right, I'm done. Let's go do something else. And you know those oh shit bars that you hold on to when you're going through a tough turn?
Yeah.
Eric was just the right size. I must have been much younger than I was before the boomerang.
To grab it.
But he grabbed it, and what we would always do, just so you know, this wasn't like a first time thing. What we would always do, we'd get out of the van, we'd grab the oh shit bar, we'd spring from it, and we'd jump out like secret agents or something, and we'd be like, let's go. Like you felt so cool, and you had momentum, and you looked cool as shit, you know. Mm-hmm. I remember this so vividly, bro. Eric grabbed it and he swung and it broke immediately. But he was like mid swing because his knees were up.
And his top half just...
It was stairs. It had steps.
Nice.
So Eric's head went kunk, kunk, kunk. It was metal step concrete.
Is that why he likes cars now?
Yeah, he's like, I want to build the best oh shit bar so this never happens again to anybody.
He just has a vendetta, and that's why he's a mechanic.
He wants to change the world of cars forever so anyone can swing like a jungle gym in a Chevy van.
He has like a picture of the van like on his nightstand, and every night he looks at it before he goes to bed. He's
got like a horn and mustache drawn on it with a pitchfork. He's like, you're the fucking devil van. Devil van. Oh, dude, it's like by far one of my favorite memories. He's like, because he gets up like nothing happened. He goes, huh. Like, he didn't even cry, bro. Like,
was he bleeding?
No. Dude, no. Eric, I think I've seen Eric cry twice in all the time I've been his brother, and it's never been from like hitting. I've seen this motherfucker bust his head open.
So he's durable.
Yeah, he's strong. Strong boy. He also, the other time, it's always a fucking head injury with Eric. But the other time, he did like a backflip and then another backflip and then another backflip on a trampoline because you want to do like a triple backflip. And then his dumbass chose the perfect direction to where we had a net, but the zipper, there's a zipper side.
He thread that needle.
And he did, it was the one time he didn't zip the zipper and tried to do a triple backflip. And we used a ladder again, another step sequencer of fucking elevation. Just stay away from stairs, Eric. What are you not learning about this? And he does a 1 backflip, 2 backflip, 3 backflip, and he like lands on his ass, but the zipper's open and it's way on the very far end of the trampoline.
Yes.
So I see him grab, but there's nothing to grab onto. So he grabs like the metal bar, and that causes him to swing down. And again, just on the step, every single step of the ladder. That time he did bleed. He had to go to the emergency room, get some staples in his head. But dude, oh man, just always steps, stairs, and wheels with Eric. He's on another level, another plane. Your first car was a 1987 Chevy van. That'd be sick, turning into like a skate van, maybe doing some like touring or something. I like vans. I've always liked the idea of vans. Like
my dad's van?
I'd want a bigger van.
That one is tiny.
It is pretty small. I like the idea of like, have you ever seen people like renovate them? They put in like a fucking couch and a TV or a mini fridge or whatever, and you're like, how do you fit that in a fucking van? God damn.
There are people that live their whole lives in them. And like a Sprinter.
Yeah.
And they just travel.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely something I'd be into. I'd definitely be into like touring or like just being able to sleep in a van or something. I think would be
vagabond lifestyle.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool, and I don't think I'll do it like now, obviously, because like I like being stationary, but maybe one day if I'm like super old and all my friends die, which is super likely.
I think you're going to be the first one to die out of all of us.
Do you really?
Yes.
Why?
I just think so.
I'm just dead.
Yeah.
What's the cause of death?
Last.
What's the cause of death? Surely you thought about the cause of death. I can't just die for no cause.
Nah, I just think you're going to be first. I don't know. You'll probably be like Carrie Fisher and die of a broken heart. Quote unquote.
Probably. If you sleep in a van, I would argue that you're not homeless.
You live in a van.
You live in a van.
You live in your car. That is your home.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's so weird too when you really think about it. Like
homeless people who sleep in tents are not homeless. Their tent is their home.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mobile home.
It's a portable home.
Mobile.
It's really weird when you think about it because, like being homeless, I think the only real qualification is like where you sleep. because you can keep. We talked about this, right? Like I could keep my stuff in a storage unit. I could sign up for a gym and use their showers. Like I would have running water. I would have a place to keep all my stuff. The only thing is like, where do you sleep? I think the only real qualifying factor of being homeless is not having a roof over your head and some walls around you.
Yeah.
Because even if you have like a box or a tent or a hut, like if you were stranded in the desert and you built a hut, you're not homeless.
Nope.
You're just living there.
Homelessness is like a social construct.
It really is. It's like
it's whatever you define it as.
Yeah.
Like I saw that guy that we saw at Vaughn's when we were buying orange juice.
I'm gonna listen.
When he was like, "You guys got any change?" And we're like,
"Yeah, that dude was
no."
A little weird. I didn't say it like that.
That's how I said it in my head. I was like, "No, get out of here." I saw him today when I went to Target this morning to buy more fucking spray air so I can clean my shit. And he was following cars as they were parking in the parking lot to ask him. He was following cars. So like I was going down the aisle in the parking lot to park, and this lady was backing out, and he was walking in front of me, and he was going slow as fuck. He walked up to her window as she's backing out. It's like, "You got any change?" And she just drove off, and he kind of fucked off and saw me going and parking, and so he walked up to me and was like, "You got any change?" I'm like, "No." And I walked in the store. I locked my car twice. I do have change in my car, but I'm not giving it to him.
Yeah, man.
That's for me if I need it.
I've seen him walking around. I can't help but wonder like what's going on in their life, you know, that got him there. But
he has a speaker that he charges somehow.
Yeah. Well, he was actually charging his phone at the clubhouse one night. That's how I know him. I knew him before.
Yeah.
Before that interaction.
I saw him at Rolling Pin one night.
Yeah. So he definitely knows his way around Camarillo. Probably better than most people, you know?
Yeah.
But it's just it's weird. Obviously I don't know where he sleeps, but like I wouldn't consider him homeless. Like you said earlier, like more vagabond, like vagrant, or
he's just around.
Nomadic. Yeah, he's everywhere. Doesn't really matter, but like you could sleep. Yeah, homeless really is like one of those social constructs that I don't vibe with. Not that I need to vibe with it, but like it's weird, right? Because it really just comes down to like money and all that. And it's like there's a philosopher. I'll look him up because I'm gonna fucking butcher his name. But he always slept on the floor of of a library.
That sounds interesting.
Slept on the floor.
Yeah, Wasabi.
Marcus.
Just Marcus.
Just Marcus. He was a private education tutor and avoided public education. He found an affinity for philosophy as a young man and quickly adapted the mindset to Stoicism. It is said that as a boy, he often slept on the floor in line with some of the ideas of cynicism and Stoicism until his mother convinced him to sleep in a bed. I saw it on
and then he loved it.
And then he's like, "Oh, wow, I've been fucking missing out." But I was told that he did that because every day he wanted to reassure himself, even if he lost all of his money and all of his friends, that the worst thing that could happen was he'd be sleeping on the floor. And he did that to remind himself every day. He's like, even if the fucking bomb drops, bro, if I lose everything, it will never get worse than this. And even with like a bed and a family, he always slept on the floor. Until I guess one day he didn't, but
till he was convinced otherwise.
Till he was
to live a lush, lavish lifestyle of sleeping in beds.
Which, by the way, do you think a bed had like springs and shit in it back then, or do you think
it was just stuffed with material,
feathers, like a little soft cloth?
Basically a sleeping bag.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Okay, so let's look up when a spring was invented,
and look at when homelessness was invented.
1857, the spring was invented.
1850.
So in 1856 they didn't have beds, or at least box springs.
Yeah,
or mattresses rather. But
they definitely still had. I mean, that was a long time ago.
They just had like sleeping mats.
Yeah. So just kind of like probably like animal carcass stuff with like feathers and shit to
layers of blankets.
Yeah, just tons of blankets.
A lot of cotton, wool.
Fur. I can see that. That's pretty standard.
Hop on the
When was the
loom.
pillow invented?
That's a great idea.
That's a great idea. I'm down with that.
7,000 BCE.
What? Before Christ even.
In early Mesopotamia. I mean, they had like those stone headrests that were...
How
curved.
crazy is that, though? It took motherfuckers forever to come up with a spring. Oh, we gotta look up when a mattress... We gotta look up, like, the earliest mattress now, then, because that is, like,
Yeah.
way... Yeah, they didn't have box spring mattresses, bro, but if they had pillows or headrests...
These were the earliest pillows. Not very
Those are
comfortable.
barbaric.
But back in the day, I remember learning about this in my history class. It was just like a way to relieve tension from standing up all day. So they would just lay down, put their head on this stone headrest in order to relieve some tension.
They just knew. Isn't that crazy?
They just knew.
Before God was even born. They're like, hey, my neck hurts. Wow. The first bed is like, Sealy, Serta, Spring Air, or your mattress is free.
It says around 1850.
1850.
The mattress was invented.
We figured out pillows so fast, but it took us forever to fucking be like, you know what'd be great? If the floor wasn't so fucking hard.
Well, this is accounting for like the traditional mattress.
Well, surely there was like, and like I said, like fur rugs or something where someone had to think at one point to sleep on the floor with like some cushioning or some comfort.
I can't fucking read that over there. I gotta bring it up over here. Someone just spilled a whole bunch of something.
Bunch of nails, it sounded like. Nails and screws.
So 23 to 5 million years ago, before the advent of humans, apes began creating beds composed of a sleeping platform, including a wooden pillow. Bedding dated around to 3600 BC was discovered in Sibudu Cave, South Africa. If you can read it, I'm reading exactly the same thing as that's what's here. I probably can't. The bedding consists of sedge and other monoclitodons topped with the leaves of Cyprocaria woody engle.
Could you imagine being a caveman trying to pronounce those words? Cavemen were smart. They're like, we'll call it cycloeclia. It's a pillow.
I don't.
I know, that's the joke.
Okay. Just gotta cover all my bases.
Cavemen don't actually say those words. That's what we decided to call them.
And make sure. When did humans start sleeping in beds? 200,000 years ago.
Which was? Definitely not the 1800s.
About like year zero. The Earth is only 2,000 years old. You know?
2021 years old.
Yeah.
But, okay, so basically, it didn't take very long for us to be like, build shed, build bed,
Ride wife.
ride wife,
Life good.
life good,
Kill wife. Regret.
sad. To all the dead wives out there, man.
To all the mothers who aren't mothers anymore because your kid died. You don't count.
Happy almost Mother's Day. The day immediately preceding Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Just, national, I'm sorry, that sucks day.
Save a lot of money day.
Hashtag no tax write-off day.
Kids are expensive.
And a pain in the ass. And for women, pain in the vagina. A big pain in the cooter.
It grows back. No, not grows back, but
Fucking, the vagina falls off. Boom.
it sheds
It hits
every mating season.
It hits the floor like the front end of a bumper.
Usually a new one at the scrapyard.
Dude, that actually
It's
be pretty
just
cool.
different color.
Just a fresh vagina every mating season. Do you think there is like a mating season humans like unconsciously don't
I believe
realize?
it's the winter.
Really? When we're like
Well,
all bundled up and like,
What
trying to
year
fuck
has
for
the,
warmth?
or what month has the most?
That's what I was
births?
thinking. Because there's got to be something like that. Maybe not even.
July through October tends to be the most populated birth months in the United States. August is overall most popular birth month for birthdays.
So
January. New
Year's sex. Wow.
That's sad.
Wow, dude. That's pretty convenient for the government. Know how many people coming in and out of the world every year? I can't even read that. Neolithic.
Period. Where humans stopped being nomadic and established their urban centers, culture, language, and all that good stuff. Around the corner of Egypt and Mesopotamia. The Indus River Valley.
Dude, ghost hand again with the fucking facts and knowledge, bro. Like
he is an orthodontist. He went to school. He knows his shit.
I know. But you just ooze like genius vibes. Like the fact that you know everything is so cool, dude. Like I really love it, and thank you for always dropping facts like that in the chat. You drop the coolest bombs, bro. I love it.
Helps my dumb ass out.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like it's also like kind of nice to get some of that history.
Yeah. Speaking of dumbasses, did you see that Texas recently passed gun legislation?
Gun legislation for what?
Requiring that you don't need a license to carry in public.
Dude, here's the problem. That's the problem. So this is the problem. You want to hear about the problem, Josh? Here's the fucking problem.
That anyone who has a gun can carry it in public without a license?
Here's the problem. Here's what I think is going on. I think some people will be like, I'm a Democrat and we want you to have a license. And then I think the other side of that, it's always going to swing. It's always going to be like, you need a license. Someone who's Republican is going to be like, no, you don't.
Ding. I need no license.
I need no license since I was 12. My daddy gave me this gun since I was 12. I've been hunting chicken and ducking deer all my goddamn life. You hunt chicken?
For fun.
For fun. Environment. Ding. That's a terrible idea.
It is. I think violence is going to spike. Not even just people are just going to be walking around with guns. No one's going to feel safe.
I don't think it's going to. To be fair, I don't think violence will spike. I think the area that they live in, most people understand and respect the idea of that.
Well, Texas as a whole.
Yeah. Well, people in Texas usually have the idea of, I want to carry a fucking gun. I don't know why, but they love the old Western shit. But
you're welcome, Nani.
Nani. What was that?
She's like, this is the whitest stream I've seen today.
Well, fucking you're welcome.
Texas.
We're also drinking.
Be American, get shot. Yes.
Yeah.
Land of the free, home of the brave.
And the shot. And the bullet wounded. The fuck was I saying? Gun control. Something.
Texas, the people understand.
People move to Texas the same reason people move to California. They know the environment and they want to be in that environment. People who go to Texas, live in Texas and think, I want to carry a gun, because they're not going to shoot anyone. They just want to carry a gun.
Just cause.
Protection, just cause, whatever. So most people in that, and which is why I'm saying it won't spike, is because a lot of people get that. If you did it in like Chicago,
Detroit,
LA, like if you did it in certain big urban cities, that would cause a spike, because people there would just have easier access to guns, and guns are already a problem. I don't think guns are a huge problem in Texas.
Texas still has those metropolitan areas that have high
population.
I was going so fucking smart until just now. They have like the high density cities that have all the same characteristics that LA has, that Detroit, Chicago have as well. Not all of Texas is just barren wasteland. As like,
I'm not saying it is.
I know, but they still have like the highly dense populated areas.
Sure, Houston and whatnot, but like people,
the urban, they still have urbanness.
But people look up Texas gangs in Houston, and then look up LA gangs, and then look up Chicago gangs, and I'm pretty sure those will be vastly different search results. And I'm certain that those. Go ahead.
Tango Blast, Texas Syndicate, Barrio Azteca, and the Texas Mexican Mafia are currently classified as Tier 1 gangs due to their relationship with the Mexican cartels.
Okay. So a bunch of white people are afraid of the Mexican cartel and they want to carry guns. Now look up gangs in LA and Chicago. Because I know Chicago's got one of the most... I know Detroit's actually got one of the highest per capita deaths. Look how much longer that list is, and look how much more diverse. I mean, do you see what I'm saying? There is 4 in Texas. There's 12, and it's a list of criminal gangs in
Asian Boys, Grape Street, Watts Crips, 30 Strong, Santa Monica, Rollin' 60s Neighborhood Crips, Sons of Samoa, Tongan Crip Gang, Venice Shoreline Crips.
First of all, shout out to you guys. That is a very diverse list.
Oh, it's a lot of Crips in LA.
A lot of Crips.
And the Asian Boys with a Z.
Asian Boys.
With a Z.
Well, you got to start in the 90s or somewhere, you know?
Chicago's the Gangster Disciples, Four Corner Hustlers, and more. But the most notorious is the Almighty Black P, Stone Nation. There's a period after P.
Okay.
But I think it's the same.
And then just do Detroit. So far, LA actually had the longest list. Oh, Detroit's got a huge list too.
Past and present.
Oh, okay.
And it goes on to more.
Yeah. Okay. So
Bounty Hunter Bloods, Avon Gangsters. They sell makeup.
You want some eyeshadow? Bah, bah.
7 Mile Bloods, Hustle Boys, East Warren, 6 Mile Cheddar, Gutta Boys, max out 220.
Damn. Do you see what I'm saying? They're
really,
like,
gangs are gangs. They're all like, I mean, they're not all the same, but they do the same thing.
Sure. But my point being, gang violence is more prevalent in some areas where not needing a gun license will affect it more than in Texas.
Yeah, so these Texas gangs are going to have a field day. They don't need licenses.
I don't think they will. Because then you still have to buy a gun.
That's not that hard to do in Texas.
But if you need if you need a gun, you don't just, if you're in a gang and you need to buy a gun to go kill somebody, chances are you don't just go buy a gun.
Well, yeah, you get your gun from a third party.
And then you scratch off the serial number and then you go do what you got to do.
They don't care. The gangs don't care about the licenses.
That's what I'm saying.
It's for the regular people.
It's like the same thing of saying, of like, if you want to kill somebody, it doesn't matter if you want a knife or a gun. Like, UK, you ban guns and they're like, here's knives, go kill people. Which I've said before, if I had the choice between getting shot and getting stabbed, I would choose getting shot literally any day of the week. Any day of the week. Because getting stabbed, I feel like would hurt so much more than getting shot. I don't know why I think that. I just do.
Well, and if you get stabbed, you're not supposed to take out the knife.
I know. And if you
leave
go,
it in you.
If they go,
you're gonna die.
Because it's a bigger gash. It hurts like a bitch.
It burns.
Dude.
I would imagine.
There's no way that feels good.
No.
Like, getting stabbed in the UK is going to be 10 times scarier than getting shot in the US.
It's always fucking raining.
Yeah, dude. And they're all like, oi, oi, oi. What's all this then? It's like, I don't want to die.
Texas and California both sound like a parody to your humble Brazilian. Yeah, you guys got some stuff going on over there, too. We laugh at you, Jajas.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. And in Texas, where that guy tried to shoot up a church, a bunch of people pulled guns on the shooter and fucked him up. So it's like, I feel like there is more vigilanteism out there.
It's fucking Texas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the culture out there, right? In LA, if you're a vigilante with a weapon, you're like a trumper. They'll throw you in a box or whatever like that. Out there, it's like, I just have a gun and I just saved a church from getting shot up. Like, call me whatever you want. I'm a hero. And I think most people will agree with that. But out here, it's like, oh, you're making a political statement, this and that. But out in Texas, it's like, oh, 8 people drew guns on someone who's going to kill a bunch of innocent people. Different story, different propaganda for sure.
I think it helps the people who have concealed carry licenses. And I guess those are pretty hard to obtain. Concealed carry.
Yeah, you need, I think you need like a few years on the force or something too.
Yeah. You need to pass like
years,
X amount of shit to get a concealed carry.
Yeah, it's super hard, especially in California.
And so that really eliminates that.
Yeah.
So anyone can just open carry no matter what. You got a gun, flaunt it. So I think it's really going to be like a big social experiment, essentially.
I don't think it's going to be a bad thing. I think
it depends on what the people do.
Mm-hmm. I think it's only going to be a bad thing.
It's been like a week.
Because it's going to get politicized. And I was like, even like, oh, the left and the rights are just competing. I do think that is kind of what's fueling it. But I think they're going to be like, look, it works out. No one's, you know, maybe murder's gone down. Maybe murder's gone up a little bit, but it's a negligible amount.
Rotate.
Oh, sorry. I'm just super.
I know, we're having a conversation.
I'm just super into talking to you, man.
I know, but you can just...
2 beers and I'm like, I'm zoomed in.
The camera doesn't really favor you because it's on that side.
It's also like...
It favors me a whole lot because...
Blah. I'm getting in.
I wanted to hit 2. I hit 3. Besides the point, Texas is wild right now.
Texas is crazy.
Always been, though.
It's the wild fucking southwest. Southern west. Is it? It's not southern. It's technically west, right?
Pretty fucking southern.
It's pretty southern.
It's like it reaches like the southernmost part. I think tied with like Florida. If not, Florida reaches down a little bit more.
Well, yeah, but that's like eastern. It's so far east it shouldn't even be considered south. It's southeast.
Well, I mean, like if you look at it just like on
a map.
I think the tip of the dick of Florida reaches down more than the tip of the dick of Texas. Oh no, Texas. Oh no, it might be. They're pretty fucking close.
That looks like a pretty fucking. That's a tie, bro.
They're pretty fucking close.
Dude, Florida just has the foreskin. Texas has been circumcised.
Texas has been circumcised, yes.
But look, yeah, Florida definitely looks like an uncircumcised cock. That's pretty close, man. Also, look how far we cut into Mexico. Sorry, Mexico. Jesus.
Yeah, so they're pretty in line with southernness. I think Texas actually edges it out just a little bit.
Edge me.
Tease me.
It's crazy too. Like I never really thought about how many like states in the United States are just really just squares.
Yeah.
Like because we live in California, and then you think of Texas and think of Florida. They all have like a very distinct shape.
And then you have fucking Colorado.
Yeah, and there's like Colorado, Utah, Wyoming. Yeah. What's this? The sunflower one. Kansas. Even South Dakota and North Dakota, like they disagreed at one point and got into a fight.
You got Michigan, you got the Mitten people.
Mm-hmm. You know what's so funny too? I've been seeing this meme of Michigan.
Why haven't Wisconsin taken over?
Yeah, dude. Could you imagine? Like the only way to get from this part of Michigan to this part of Michigan is like a boat or driving through 3 states. Oh,
I think they take ferries.
Crazy. Oh, for sure it should be. But it's hilarious just thinking about it.
Example of gun dumbassery. Our genius president turned the process to buy guns easier here in Brazil. And the only gun producer in Brazil is fucking Taurus. The worst gun manufacturer in the world. And only rich people who are already able to afford guns are benefited.
Are they benefited because of stocks, or are they benefited because more poor people get murdered? Just out of curiosity.
Shut up. Shut up, Windows. Ooh, those are nice guns. I like me a pistol that's shown on the website. I don't like the two-tone.
Every time I see a gun, I want to buy a gun.
It's actually pretty
go shooting.
easy.
Well, no, I want to go
If my brother
shooting.
can get one, I can get one.
I haven't gone shooting in a long time. The ones who can afford guns. Guns are still expensive as shit. How much would a gun cost in your currency? And then if you know the...
How much is the average gun? Like just an average handgun in Brazilian dollar?
As opposed to US dollars.
I mean, if he gives us the price, we can just convert it.
Yeah. But when you go to Mexico and stuff, like they'll be like, $5. They'll just ask you for your currency because they know it's worth more. So it's like...
Yeah, then you're getting ripped off. I want to give you the equivalent.
Sure.
No. I do it on my own terms. Not yours. Now, I also saw something in the news the other day that some jewelers are stepping away from mined diamonds and starting to sell more lab-created diamonds, which are virtually indistinguishable from real diamonds that are mined out of the ground.
How does that even work in the first place?
Well, it's just a chemical compound, essentially. You can create it in a lab. I'm sure Oscar could tell you. He could break that down.
The average price of a handgun new is between $350 and $550 in America.
$1,000 for a basic revolver.
What?
So convert Brazilian dollar to USD.
Okay.
Revolvers are cool, though.
But they're not like...
Let's go to Brazil. It's about $200.
Let's go to Brazil, dude. Are you kidding me?
I mean, we can hang out with Ghost Hand.
Let's go to Brazil, bro.
Vacay. How much is a flight right now to Brazil?
So $1,000 in Brazilian currency, the Brazilian real, is less than $200.
Shit, the flight right now is like $700. That's all you need.
Fuck.
Yeah, we can basically buy the country
For $1,000. And damn. I mean, don't take this the wrong way. It definitely seems expensive. $1,000 in our currency, we would never pay $1,000 for a gun in our currency.
for a handgun.
For a handgun, for a revolver,
revolver.
nonetheless. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what founded the country, is like a fucking 6-shooter. It's like, no.
And muskets.
Yeah, it's like, we don't need that shit. Like, we want like bigger guns, better guns. And that's the thing
That's
too, is like,
basically a fucking. How much does a
but it's also probably kind of what like
AR-15 cost?
that's also probably what like kind of brings the market down. You know, that competition of everyone wanting the same gun, who could make it the cheapest.
That's basically an AR-15.
Yeah, so a military grade weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
A shit quality one too.
Damn, bro, if we went to Brazil with $200 cash and got it converted, I mean,
Well, you can't bring it back.
no, but
You'd
still,
have to drive that shit back.
unless
And that's a far drive.
why couldn't you bring it back?
You can't take that shit on TSA. I don't know.
Brazilian currency?
I don't know. Oh, I was talking about the gun.
Oh no, you can get it back. You just need to get it checked in baggage.
How the fuck does that work?
You go if you fly there, you say I have a gun and I want to bring it back to the States, and then they put it under the. You could most times when you're in a plane, there's guns on the plane.
Do they register it in Brazil?
That's a good question.
How the that's what I'm asking. Like, how does that work?
Hang on, I bought a gun in Brazil. Gun.
Yahoo Answers.
I'm gonna get fucking arrested.
I brought a gun to Brazil. How do I get it back?
Brazil. How to register?
Wasabi, do you want to go to
US.
Brazil? It's $600 for a plane ticket. How to buy a gun in 16 countries. The New York Times. Thank you.
Thank you. That's 2010s.
Is it like importing?
Japan. Ooh, New Zealand.
Is it like importing JDM cars?
I mean, it's got to be the same thing, bro. Like, cars still kill more people. Oh, from Brazil. All right. Write a statement about why you need a gun for self-defense. For self-defense. I live in.
You're looking for number 7.
Yeah.
Fill
Fill out an online form in order to transport your gun. That's it. But I love
And
this.
then read the highlight on the right.
I'm going to read the whole thing. You're skipping steps, homie.
You only need number 7.
Yeah, but I want to. We have to fill time, bro. What else we got going
We got
on?
an hour. We're good.
What else we got going on? We can probably finish these. There's only
There's
more.
one more. That's yours.
Oh.
Slow ass. Wasabi wants to go. Don't own a gun, don't need one, but would like to have either a double barrel or a Mark IV Ruger.
Rugers are nice. Write a statement about why you need a gun for self-defense. I live in Detroit. Just visiting Brazil for the weekend.
Saw a really good deal.
I saw a really good deal. Complete a course on firearm handling and demonstrate that you can strike a target from 16 to 23 feet away with 60% accuracy. What? Why is that a fucking...
It's like passing a driving test.
Why is that mandatory? All right, you want to use this gun? Prove to me you can kill whatever you want to shoot at with it.
To be fair, I do think that's to own in Brazil.
Still, though, I'm just... Shut up.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Obtain a statement from an accredited psychologist certifying that you are mentally fit to fire a weapon.
That's what we need here.
We should have that here. I'd feel a lot more comfortable if at least one person was just like, I don't know, because like a lot of people give you like skeevy vibes, and they have like a collection of knives or like guns or shit, and you're like, you shouldn't be holding on.
Like
to
how
this.
I have all these in my room.
That's different though. Like you're not like.
You don't know.
You're not weird enough. You know what I'm saying?
What goes on up here.
No, no, but you're not weird enough. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get you. I guess. Damn it.
I want to be weird. Obtain a certification confirming that you have no criminal activity record and are not under criminal investigation. Step 5, buy a gun. Step 6, register your gun with the federal police. Fill out the form in order to transport your gun. Return to the dealer and pick up your gun. So yeah.
Oh no. So,
I bet you those are the accurate steps because you are in another country.
So if we want to buy a gun real, we got to be a good marksman.
We got to hit at least 60% of shots.
60%.
In Russia, get a hunting license or explain why you need a gun for self-defense. Pass the test, relevant laws, handling first aid skills. That's what we should do in America for sure.
Know how to treat a gun wound.
Well, pass a test of relevant laws, handling, and first aid skills. It's not just the first aid skills. It's like how to handle it, relevant laws, get a test on it. Get a doctor's note saying you have no mental illness or history of drug abuse. It's so crazy too how drug abuse seems to be such a common factor in owning a gun. It's like if you want to do anything, you have to not do drugs.
Yes.
Drugs are bad.
Yes, they are.
Attend a firearm safety and handling class and pass an exam. That is 100% in line with what I said we should have in America. We need to have a firearm safety class, and you have to pass the exam.
You can't just walk in and walk out gun same day.
Which you can. Well, in some places.
Yeah.
In California, it takes like 3 to 5 business days, but even then, you can just walk up,
It takes
buy
like
it.
a week.
But it's still like, it doesn't take...
It takes a week for the background
That
check.
gives a week for someone to leave the country, whatever. Like, I mean, if you're going to use it for murder, it's one of those things, it's like...
Just rob a gun store.
Yeah, but it's like one of those things, like, you should be tested of your mental and physical capabilities beforehand, you know? Because if someone wanted to buy a gun or... If they wanted to kill somebody, there's a million ways to skin a cat. But if they're going to buy a gun, it's one of those things... You should know how to handle it. Also, like, have a safe to keep it locked in. Like, that should be kind of like a mandatory thing.
Especially if you have kids. You don't want to be a 6-year-old shooting up a school. Or a 6th grader.
If it gets lost or misplaced or stolen, like, all of a sudden that serial number's on your name. You know? Mm-hmm. So, things you should look out for.
We don't want meth heads robbing gas stations.
Yeah. Apply for a license. Pass a background check, buy a gun. Russia, honestly, probably has the best system. It's short, but it's also the most comprehensive, I'd say.
Gotta know Russian.
He's gotta know Russian. Gun! AK-47!
Vodka, gun.
Vodka, gun. Which you can buy in the same store.
Probably.
Israel, you gotta join a shooting club. China, I didn't know China had weapons.
Look at Yemen. It's 2 steps.
Go to a gun market and find a seller online. Buy a gun.
Go to fucking Yemen if you want to buy a gun.
If you want to buy a gun, dude, go to Yemen. I think that's the whole point. That's the last one.
It's 2 steps.
Yemen has the second highest gun ownership rate in the world. After the United States. Are you fucking kidding me?
Let's go.
While Yemeni law states that buyers must obtain guns by licensed dealers and register with the authorities, this law is largely unenforced.
That's exactly what we want.
Was there one for America? Okay, yeah. Now let's look at United States gun laws.
Another 2-step.
Pass an instant background check that considers criminals, convicts, domestic violence, and immigration status, which is so shitty. They're like, are you a drug abuser, a spousal abuser, or a Mexican?
Are you legal?
Like,
yes.
Those are the questions. Like,
here's a gun.
And then 2, buy a gun. And I'm pretty sure they sandwiched it like that on purpose because
that's the first one.
Yeah, but like it's number 1 United States, number 2.
Oh, and then Yemen. Okay, I get you.
So they're just like, here's America, here's all these other ones, and then here's Yemen. You ever heard of Yemen? You ever been to Yemen? Yeah, buy a gun, cash. No one gives a shit out there. Turns out, blink. No one gives a shit out here either. Buy a gun, rootin' tootin' cowboy. So, point made. New York Times, good article. Appreciate it.
I did appreciate that article.
It was pretty good.
For a farmer, you can own up to 6 guns and a simplified acquisition process.
Why? You can only hold like 1, maybe 2 guns at a time.
You can double fist.
And you really shouldn't do 2 guns at a time. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, gun sounds. I think part of the test should be like imitate yourself, like act out yourself shooting a gun. If someone goes, pew, I'm going to say, get the fuck out of my gun store. You're not mentally fit to shoot a weapon. You're going to go, pop, pop, or something. I don't know. Like, it could be something more.
If you can't make the equivalent decibel
output, no one could do that.
You can't buy a gun.
Unless you screech. It'd be like the highest pitch yelping noise ever. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
How much is a flight to Yemen?
Yeah, I was going to say. You know what's so funny is like flight to Colorado right now is like $50 a round trip.
No, it's more than that. Unless you're flying fucking Spirit.
Well, that's probably what we're looking up then.
You might not make it.
We're not going to make it.
$600. Same to Brazil. Which one you want to go to?
Well, what can we buy a gun for in Yemen? Yemeni.
Shit.
How much is a gun in Yemeni currency? Yeah, we got to find out the conversion of Yemen currency to USD.
The price of an American M16 assault rifle ranges between US $32 to $4,500, while the price of an M4 was approximately $1,950.
M4s are nice, bro. They're badass. You know what I would really want is I don't want an MP5. How much is it? I'm gonna look it up. Can I get my other beer?
Yeah, your last beer. So even in Yemen, there's still U.S. prices.
I just like submachine guns. H&K is my fucking company.
Heckler and Koch.
Heckler and Koch.
Robbing a gun store has to be the stupidest thing ever. You're gonna be shot in under 5 seconds. Yeah. Unless you go to a gun store and you're like, you already have like a magazine in your pocket.
Apparently, it's super hard to buy an MP5. But they're about $500. It's nothing, dude.
Well, I mean,
it's not nothing, but like for a gun, that's not a lot of money.
The H&K MP5s are probably harder to get, but you can still get an MP5 that's not an H&K one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here. Buy an MP5 9mm for sale, new or used in stock, $3,000. There you go.
Yeah,
that's a military grade submachine gun though. So like,
because I'm
not surprised. That's expensive.
The place I went to, they were literally on the shelf and were like, "You want this? You want this? You can have it. Walk out same day."
Yeah. So the civilian rated H&K MP5 was developed by H&K as a semi-automatic civilian supported pistol that matches the look and feel of the legendary MP5 machine gun.
The SP5.
So it's literally that gun where like you shove the handgun up into a stock and then you shoot. So it's like it's the same as a handgun.
It's just the body.
It's just the body and style, which is useless if you're gonna. But if you want a fully automatic, semi-automatic, or single shot round, $3,000.
Dad has an old 12 gauge. Poor thing rusted away. Used to hunt when he was a teenager.
I mean, you ever gone hunting?
Me personally, no, but I would love to go.
You ever shot a gun?
Of course.
Do Navy SEALs use MP5s?
In Call of Duty, yeah.
They do. That's so for counterterrorism. That's so badass. I think submachine guns are the coolest because they're the smallest and the fastest, and like I like the
I like me a nice PDW.
What's that?
Personal defense weapon.
Let's see what the best PDW is.
MP5s are more of an SAS thing.
Colt SCW, DPMS, PDW.
The FN
Scar? No fucking way. That's not a self-defense weapon. That's a fucking military combat weapon.
They only hold like 20 bullets.
Yeah. Do you know how big those bullets are?
Yeah, they'll fucking
45 calibers.
Well, the PDW might be smaller.
Probably not. That's insane.
It's kind of nerfed.
Those weapons are goo, 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 goo.
It's tinier.
Tinier. Those do look badass, though. It looks so sick. It's just fucking... It's like reading license plates. IWI-X95. That's a license plate, not a weapon.
IWI.
X95. Oh, that's gross. Shitty Halo weapon.
The X95. It's a bullpup rifle.
But it's missing a goddamn chromosome.
It's a bullpup rifle.
No. Do MCX SBR.
Sig Sauer.
Yeah.
Well, that's badass too.
That's cool. That's a long one. That one's sick. That's a railgun. That one's tight as fuck. They, by the way, in real life, they call it a railgun if it has the rail attachments on the guns.
So you can put different
optics and stuff on it.
Flashlights.
Yeah. All right. So do M7A1 PDW.
M7A1 PDW. Troy Industries.
Those all kind of look the same. The number one on the list, which we haven't looked up, is Colt SCW. Those all look like shit. How are those the most popular ones?
Because they look like fucking assault rifles. The subcompact weapon.
That looks terrible to me. It
looks like an M4.
Yeah, that's 100% just the idea of like sticking the handgun into a stock. It does nothing.
I don't think so. It's all one piece.
I mean, it'll probably give it a little extra juice if it goes down that barrel, but at the end of the day...
The SCW also allows for quick and easy transition from vehicles and aircraft, thus providing much more firepower and range to air crews and vehicle operators than handguns.
Do 300 BLK.
300 black?
Mm-hmm.
That's a caliber, sir.
Oh. Oops.
That's a bullet.
Oops.
The blackout round?
What's that?
I don't know. It just looks like that. It'll fuck you up.
A lot of them will.
It's like G11 autism if it was a gun. I only know about that from Call of Duty.
This is cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a real gun. Jesus Christ. Have you seen this before?
What?
The G11.
Mm-mm.
It's autism if it was a gun. That's a very accurate representation.
That looks terrible.
It loads like a P90 where it's in like a little rail and it jams in the front. It goes up here.
Do you want to share this with them or just talk about it? Because I feel like we've been looking at a ton of guns and no one's been able to see them.
Well, they can.
And if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, then sucks to suck.
So yes, it did make an appearance in Call of Duty Black Ops back in the day. It loaded in the front right here. It's a burst, at least in the game. It was a 3-round burst rifle. Fucking in real life, I don't know that shit. Probably burst still. I think that's an option.
Well, there's usually a selector switch where it's single, semi-auto, or burst, and then fully automatic. But do you want to know why they do it in 3-round bursts?
Because you're more accurate.
Well, yes. I mean, there's a few reasons. You're a little more accurate, but also it conserves ammo. Yeah. And
you really only need one shot to take a person down.
Mm-hmm. But the 3 is like with the recoil. They want you to shoot, readjust, shoot, readjust. And in World War II, they did this with the M1 Grand. They made it so you can't reload until you've shot every bullet out of the gun.
Ding.
Mm-hmm. That's the iconic dinging sound for M1 Grand because they wanted the soldier, to know, hey asshole, you're out of ammo, and they train you not to reload until you're completely out of ammo.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, like in war, like that's a huge thing. Like you need to, because it really is basically economy, right? Like I watched a movie recently. It was like, it said, do you know who won the war? The economists.
Okay. Because
the economists had to figure out all the... Oh, I watched it with Phantom. It was the without remorse. Michael B. Jordan. And it was true. If the economist can sit down and be like, look, bullets are expensive. Save me money on bullets. They'll be like, okay. Tell your soldiers they can't reload until this clip shits out. Ping. Every bullet you save is a bullet spent.
That's why it would be difficult in the military. I'd shoot like 2 shots. And be like, I need to reload.
Same, bro. I'd be like, boom, 1 kill, reload. I'm gonna have like 12 clips on my body, and I'm gonna walk through the house or whatever, like knocking targets down. They're gonna have to hire someone to walk behind me to pick up my clips.
You'll just take cover and empty them out, and then put them in another one.
Yeah.
Combine.
Mm-hmm. I'm sitting there like, oh, hang on. I'm reloading. Okay, I'm reloaded.
I'll catch back up with you in a sec.
Yeah, go without me. I'll be right there. I know Osama bin Laden's waiting, but like I don't know. I'm out of ammo. Got like half a clip left. That's plenty. Yeah, nah. I play Splinter Cell. It's not enough.
Yeah, video games kind of ruin the military experience.
For sure.
I still want to kind of join the Navy just cause.
If that's what you want to do, man, do what you got to do. But like,
gotta be 34 for it though.
You're not quite there yet.
I got 9 years.
You got so long. You got your whole life ahead of you.
I got 9 years to do something with my life.
But it really is that to where it's like, that's why when I play Call of Duty with my brother, I'm like, let's do hardcore mode. Because we know if we go and like hit somebody, like that person's fucking dead. Like
there's a really good chance.
There's a high probability IRL, that motherfucker's gone.
Yeah. I actually thought about BRB making an omelet. Okay. I actually
Tell
thought
us how
about
you make it.
Fucking Irish goodbyeing it and just join the military like last week.
Really?
Thought about telling nobody, just kind of enlisting. Just thought about it.
Here's the thing. Even if you did that, you'd still be like on a list or something for like
well, sure, but
6 weeks.
I wouldn't fucking tell you guys.
You just keep it a secret until you're just gone?
Yeah. I literally thought about doing that last week. Just cuz.
Why?
I don't know. I was just at work having a shit time. I was like, let's do it.
If that's what you want to do, man, go for it. Obviously I'd like it if you told me, but like,
of course,
if that's what you need to feel good, like do it, bro. I think if the military is what you want to do, go for it, bro. You got my support.
It's not though. It's like a plan B. My plan.
How's your plan A going?
It's working out. Tomorrow I'm talking to the guy who put me on the new position. Mm-hmm. So that's cool.
Yeah,
it's working out. Yeah.
And what about graduating college and all that? How's that?
It's finals week. Started today. I don't know about finals for 2 of my classes. They haven't said anything, so that's cool.
Scary.
But they're from what I can tell, they're all next week, and I'm kind of ready. I only have 1.5 more years left to go before I get a real. Assuming everything goes right, I have a real degree that I actually earned, and then I'll be done.
You have a real job. Are you gonna give that a shot before the military? Because if you really think about doing the military sooner,
well, that's in 9 years. The plan to join the Navy,
but a 1.5 years to get a degree.
Yeah.
So give yourself a 1.5 years to get the degree, maybe like 1 year or 2 to find a job, and then cut that 9 years into like 4.
It'll still be 9.
Well, you really taking all 9 years?
Yeah.
All right.
I have 9 years to literally do anything substantial with my life
before you just give it away to the
before
government.
I yeet it all to the government.
That'd be crazy.
And that's even they say yes, and then if not,
and they might not be like.
And then I have to marry Raul, which I'm not mad about.
It's just Plan C.
It's just on paper.
It's Plan C spelled S-I. Plan C.
It's on paper. It's a tax write-off to benefit the both of us.
Damn. I farted.
Cool. Thanks for sharing with the class.
Always, bro. Yeah, dude. Damn. Is work really that bad right now still?
It's just not fun.
You don't want to just look for something else? You just want to yeet it to the government? I don't know.
In 9 years, yes. But assuming you know, I hear what I want to hear on Tuesday, tomorrow, then I'll keep going.
So if you're watching this podcast, don't fuck it up.
Yeah, Dylan.
Dylan, you fucking cock muncher.
Dylan.
I spit hot fire.
Yeah, that's my life right now.
Cool.
Thought about joining the military on a whim. Besides my planned military enrollment, if I do nothing with myself. 2 thumbs up.
If you get a degree, do you think that would affect your enrollment in the military? They'd be like...
Probably.
They're like, you know, economy and business. They're like, what if they're like... What if they made you like a spy?
I do not have the personality for that. I would get found out immediately.
You're like, hi, I was studying from the U.S. government to ask you a few questions. They're like, we're in China, bro.
Unless they're like, this guy's really funny or really good jokester, then like, okay, cool.
Yeah, he just said,
no one's ever done that before. Like, what the fuck?
He just said, watch me swallow a raw egg, and then he started drinking raw eggs. So I guess, I don't know, I just went home and fucked him, and now he's stealing Chinese information.
It could work like that.
Probably. Who knows?
Be the first one to ever do it. First, just wackadoo.
Dude, look, if you think the United States military has never at least tried it, you're wrong. Because they for sure were like, let's hide in plain sight. Give me a fucking Fruit Loop to come here, and we'll send them to Japan, home of anime, and we'll be like, run wild, tell us what you hear. Just go fucking nuts.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't know about it. We don't hear about it.
Never will.
Therefore, it doesn't exist. To us.
Which is why it's so cool to me.
Do you want to join and find out?
Look, would I love to be a spy?
Well, I'll be 34 joining the military.
Absolutely. I would love to be a spy. Could I be a spy?
No.
Fuck no, dude.
No, you can't.
I could not be a fucking spy. I'm not good. Like, I know.
You like to talk too much.
The one thing I want to do is the one thing I cannot fucking do. They'd be like, you want a drink? I'm like, comrade! Fuck yeah, I want a drink, bro! They're like, this California fucker.
It's poison.
It's poison. Dude, I don't know. Like, I'd want to be a spy, right? But, like, imagine me, like, trying to, like, snipe somebody. And I'm like...
What was that?
What was that? I was like, it's me, you fucker.
Miss.
Like 2 miles away. Like no, like I'd be the worst spy ever. they'd be like, yeah, so we got the nuclear codes. Someone in the fucking air vents? I'm like, sorry. I'm with Edison. They're like, who the fuck is Edison? I'm like, electric company. Like, this is Russia, bro.
You're just blowing your nose.
Yeah, bro. My allergies are too bad to fucking be a fucking spy. Are you kidding me?
You have to be a different kind of specimen, probably, to be a spy.
Dude, you have to be...
genetically engineered.
Yeah, like, I think you'd have to be so... I don't want to say cold-blooded, but, like, to be able to turn it on and off like that.
Brainwashed.
You'd have to love the country.
Brainwashed.
Yeah. You would have to fucking love the country.
You're born into the program. You're sold as a child.
Yeah.
Spies are child soldiers. Coney 2012. They made a lot of money off of that.
But, yeah, bro, I couldn't imagine that actually being the case for me or, like, honestly anyone. Just because it's like, how many people do you think you've met in your lifetime who had, like, just military background?
One.
And you've never... Really?
And
Two that you knew of or didn't know of? Because I was going to say that you would have never guessed.
They got the military experience after I knew them.
Cool. Because I always think, I was like, how many people have I met at a bar? And it's like, hey, man, how's it going? Good. How are you? And they're just like normal people. But like, fucking nighttime, bro. Get a call from the government. You were go for Echo Charlie? And he's like,
EC.
Gotta go. Aaron Carter. You gotta kill Aaron Carter.
Aaron starts with an A, sir. Unless
Not
it's
if
a girl
Not if it's a girl.
or a fucking very unfortunate man.
But you get what I'm saying, right? Like, to be able to be like, all right, guys, I'll catch up with you later. Choo choo. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like hiding the body. Like, there's like blood on your face and shit. You're like, I'd be crying the whole time. Like, I wanted to be a dentist.
And that's exactly why.
Yeah, they're like, your bitch ass is not going to be a spy. Sit down, shut up, drink a beer. And here's a microphone. I'm like, cool. Thank you.
You're working the desk job.
I am.
You're working
the
in the
job.
cafeteria serving the spies.
Basically, yeah. I was not good enough. I didn't make the cut. I didn't qualify. And you know what? I'm cool with that.
That's fine.
I want to be a spy. I just can't. And I accept that. I want to be a basketball player, but I can't dunk. So it ain't never going to happen.
You can try your best. You can train your jump. It's just leg muscles.
Could you imagine there's just like a short basketball league? People like 5'10", like springy ass legs dunking all the time. It's
5'10" isn't that short. That's above
for
average.
basketball, it's short, bro.
Compared to like 7'2", yeah, but
Duh.
it's still not that short.
You got to jump an extra 2.5 feet.
Who was the shortest basketball player ever?
We just saw something like that, didn't we? Actually, he was 5'10". Actually, I'm pretty sure.
Shortest basketball. Muggsy Bogues. He was 5'3".
Yeah, he could dunk though, right? You imagine being remembered as the shortest basketball player ever?
Spud Webb, 5'7", shortest player to dunk.
There you go. Those videos are pretty cool because he literally just appears in like a crowd of people and like dunks on them. You never see him coming.
The shortest basketball player ever was 5'3".
Damn.
And he's tiny. Because 5'3" is fucking tiny.
5'3" is tiny. In the pros?
Yes.
Dude, that's got to be something special, right? Could you imagine being so good that even at 5'3", they're like, nah, I need this guy. That's another level of good.
He was 12th in the NBA draft.
That's another level of good, bro. That's another level of good.
Yeah, I mean, you're quick on your feet. You're tiny. You can maneuver everybody.
You got to be so good. They just see him in a pickup game. They're like, damn, that dude's moving.
What the fuck did you just say?
That dude's moving.
Okay.
I didn't say that, bro. I wouldn't say
I
that.
don't know.
You're tripping.
Sounded close. I don't know. Maybe I'm off my drink, but you know.
That dude's moving.
Okay. We're good. We're chilling.
Okay.
I want Ghost Hand to come back for making his omelet
I know. Omelet sounds good.
so we can sign off.
He said that last time too, right? He's just like, I'm gonna go make an omelet.
Eggs for dinner. I like it. That's me. I feel like we could be good friends.
Dude, I'm telling you, Ghost Hand's like that dude with all those like trivia things that like you're like, we should get him to just give us fun facts of the day. He could make us the whole calendar. He just had all the fun facts.
He's back.
I'm here, lad. Hey.
What'd you put in your omelet? That's what matters.
Inspire me.
We're going to judge your omelet toppings. Or fillings, rather.
Fixins.
Or both.
They're fixins.
Sure. If you're Southern.
Fixins.
But yeah, I'm pretty ready to go.
Same. I'm hungry.
And then we'll come back on Wednesday. Have a good
We're coming back hard on Wednesday, boys
16
and
spins
girls.
right off the bat. I'm gonna hate fucking life on Wednesday evening. So it's Thursday morning.
Why? Just because you're hungover?
Not even because I'm hungover, just because like I did regrettable shit. Not even
Online for people
pickle,
to see.
tomato, and some peppers. Interesting combo.
I'm so into like wanting to try a omelet with pickle now, because he had that last time, and I was like, I don't know, but like I put I put relish on like hot dogs and shit, so it should be good either way.
Like a sweeter pickle.
Yeah,
not too vinegary or bittery.
Yeah, like tomato and like obviously pepper, but like tomato would be pretty good too. It's like just egg sandwich, you know. It's like it's simple.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh man.
Well, yeah.
Welp.
Tell your friends about what's going on Wednesday if you haven't already. Get them here. Get us new followers or
donate
or pay. It's one or the other. It's not accumulative. $1 for one spin or $5 for 3 spins. If you give me $10, that's 2 5s, that's 6s. It's not 10 spins. I'm going to clarify that now. It's not how this shit works. It's like a carnival game. You go up, you're going to throw the ball at the clowns, knock them down. You get 1 play or 3 plays. Those are the only 2 options. One at a time.
Okay. I think that's been cleared up.
Click at checkout. 1 item only.
No refunds.
1 item, of course. No, we're not getting fucking money back. No, that's mine. Come through if you want to chill. I'm actually kind of down for once.
Okay.
No,
Phantom, do you want to do you have stuff to burn? Fuck around, turn it into a bonfire night, bro.
I don't, but I'm always down for a fire.
I've got stuff to burn at my house. I'm not gonna go back and get it, but he's got a ton of stuff to burn.
I'm down to have a fire.
Down to clown?
I'm down to brown.
If we can make a bonfire happen tonight, and then I was literally telling him I wanted to do barbecuing for dinner. So like if we can make that happen, like hut hike.
Bonfire time. Ghost hand.
Ghost hand, you're the homie, man. When you come out, if you ever come out to California, bro, anywhere in California, you let us fucking know. And we'll come to you, bro. I'm buying your ass a beer. You're the coolest motherfucker. Thanks for hanging out with us, bro. Like, so cool. All right. Do you wanna close this out?
I appreciate each and every single one of you. Don't have fixing for barbecue, but come through and we'll grab essentials.
Facts.
Hi. I'm Josh.
I'm Alec. Tune in Wednesday for the 100th episode, the anniversary of the podcast. We're gonna get fucking lit. It's gonna be a good time. Tell all your friends about it. I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us.
I should put a hotkey that ends the stream.
You definitely should.
Time. I should work on that. You know, I got to work on a lot of things.
Wonderland.
Also, we're showing new merch on Wednesday,
yeah,
too.
it's a surprise, though, so end it.
Ah!
Dropping new shit.